Just 1 week later, the daffodils are in full bloom. You can see all of them are blooming heavily. I like this kind where you have a lot of little daffodils from one plant. So we have like 100 flowers here around this tree. And we have more around other trees as well, different kinds. So it's really pretty now to walk through the garden and seeing daffodils everywhere.
And here we can see other group. These ones are taller and also amazing. So I'm so happy when I see them. They make our days prettier
And brighter.
and brighter. Exactly.
Our forsythia is in full bloom now, and it's so huge because we don't prune it. We like when it's this big. We just sometimes cut some branches that get in the way or something, but otherwise we leave it grow wildly, and we really love it that way. So it's really pretty now. Too bad that it's not good for bees because it doesn't contain any pollen. So it's just pretty for us, but we have so many other plants for bees that it doesn't really matter.
We've been watching our apricot tree very closely. It's one of the first one to bloom in early spring. It's an early bloomer and it's always at high risk of frost. The flowers, like the timing, is not good in our climate because spring frosts are not uncommon in April. And now it's so warm. We are in our shorts and it's amazing, but the warmth is here only for 2 days. And then tomorrow it should get so much colder. We are expecting Arctic air from the north and it should be freezing at least for 2 nights. So we'll see, because the flowers are opening right now. We can see it, like every hour it's more and more. So yeah, apricots are very precious and I'm hoping for at least 1 apricot this year, but we'll see. It's always like, it's not certain at all.
So far the blooms froze every year.
Yes. It's time to transplant our big rhododendron. It's been growing here in this wooden barrel for, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years, for a long time. And it's time because the barrel is quite small for it. So I was digging this enormous hole. Hopefully the camera does it justice. It's very deep, look. Almost the whole me can fit in, half of me, okay. And we are a little bit worried because it will be very difficult to get the plant out of the barrel. So hopefully this will work out and then we'll see.
It looks like the barrel was going to fall apart on its own anyway. So I think it was a high time to transplant the rhododendron here. So yeah, it went easier than I thought. Rhododendron needs acidic soil, so we had to buy some to give it some more space to grow compared to the barrel, and hopefully it will be enough.
We have a lot of pine needles here, and that's a very good material for plants that want acidic soil, like the rhododendron. So I'm collecting it here, and I will use it as mulch around the plant. This is the third bucket of, these are not pine needles, these ones are from spruce trees. So I'm glad we have various conifer trees here, and we can have diversity even in mulching. So that's nice. And here we have bark from conifer trees. It was lying around in our wood storage area, or I don't know the name, wood shed. And I will also use that. So we will have a lot of material here. And of course, we need to water everything thoroughly. So let's do that. And guys, some of you might have noticed that this is a very sunny spot. So this is not what rhododendrons like. They like to be shaded, but it was time to transplant this, and we are here in our future little conifer forest. There are these small conifer trees growing here, but they are still small, so in the future they will make the shade. But for now I'm planning to build some wooden little shield here, so it's not in direct sunlight. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm glad it's here finally, and yeah, it will flower in a month or so, and it should be beautiful, and it should be happier here than in the barrel, which was too small already for it. Similarly to the rhododendron, last year we did the same with this very big rosemary. It wasn't very big back then. It was in a barrel and it was struggling because the barrel was too small for it. But then we transplanted it here and it's thriving. It's amazing. It's so green and so much bigger. So that's amazing to see, and fingers crossed it will happen with the rhododendron too. And first winter is behind it and it's still thriving. So that's cool.
Because in our climate the problem isn't that it would freeze during winter, but that it would be overwatered.
Yeah. The soil is wet constantly during winter, even though we don't get that much precipitation, but the evaporation is very weak. So yeah, we are glad it survived, and yay.
We are finally trying to do something about our marten situation. Our marten has been living up there on the roof for a long time, and so we're trying to catch it now as humanly as possible. We bought this trap specifically designed for martens and similar animals, and I was just trying to set it. It's quite difficult because it's very sensitive, so it took me maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes. But I put 2 eggs inside to lure it in, and if it goes in and it touches one of the eggs, then it will automatically close. I decided to put it here first, next to the stairs where the marten always goes every night.
So it lives there in the attic.
Yeah. So it would know definitely that it's here. And we'll see what happens. I was reading that they are very smart and they avoid traps. So maybe nothing will happen.
We'll see.
Yeah.
At least we are doing something. for now we put this beautiful thing here for making shade, and it's partially in shade, the rhododendron, so we will make something better in the future. Yes, we will bring one more of this and we will put this over it or something. So this is all just temporary. It doesn't matter that it's ugly. We are waiting for the trees to grow up. So
these ones.
Yeah. So this is just for like really just a practical thing to make some shade for the rhododendron.
I'm also very glad that my rock garden survived the winter. You can see all of the plants, or most of the plants, are showing new leaves, new growth, and the first one of them is flowering this year, which is also really pretty. We've already seen some bees here, and the rest of them should also flower later in the year. So hopefully there will always be something flowering throughout the year.
Spring is slowly progressing and more things are blooming. For example, this shrub, this is a special sour cherry. We'll see when there are fruit, but it's not a normal variety, but it's something different. But look at this, hyacinths are blooming and we have quite a lot of various colors. So here is this color, and come here. Ta-da! This is amazing. These ones are the biggest ones. Yay! The scent is amazing. So blue ones, sadly, there are only 2. There were supposed to be 3. In the previous years, there were always 3. But now only these 2 showed up. And here we have other colors. So everything looks amazing. Hopefully you can see them, but this is so pretty. I like when everything is starting. And the last thing in this section is this. And this is not a hyacinth, it's a pushkinia. Did I say that correctly?
I don't know what it's called in English.
Okay, so in Czech it's pushkinie. So it looks a bit similar to hyacinths, but it's different. It's a completely different plant.
I've been thinking about having a greenhouse, which we still don't have, like a big one, but at least in the meantime I bought this little foil greenhouse, which covers just one garden bed, but it's still better than nothing, I guess. And so I immediately planted some seeds inside, some lettuce and radishes, and there's still some arugula inside from last year. So we are just trying to operate it for now because it's brand new. We have to learn to work with it. I know that we have to keep opening and closing the windows and stuff like that, but it's nice to have something new again.
So you have to let the fresh air in, otherwise it would be too hot in there, right?
I think so, yeah. I didn't read about it, I just remember having one as a kid.
Yeah, especially when it's sunny, so it's important.
Yeah, we don't want to boil the plants inside, so I guess that's why.
Exactly.
And we can have this way some lettuce earlier than we would normally. So that's a plus.
But we'll see about that. Our wild garlic is growing so nicely. It's amazing. I'm going to pick a few because the leaves are so big. And it's getting like bigger every year. So that's nice. And here we have such a big group as well. Oh, this is so cool. It has so many nutrients. It's amazing in spring, in early spring, when there is not much to harvest. So this is full of everything. I recommend. here we are, and not just us, but also the Arctic air is here with us, even though it looks very sunny and idyllic. It's not, it's so cold, oh my god. And it was almost -3 degrees Celsius. Our apricot is still not in full bloom, but almost, and some part of the flowers is destroyed. We can see it's kinda yellow, brownish, so that's not a good sign, but some of them are okay. So we'll see. And this is not over yet. There should be more frosty nights, but not too frosty, so there is still hope. And it was so windy during the night. At first we were thinking that we could maybe put unwoven white fabric, you know, over the tree somehow, but it would be impossible in the wind because there were wind gusts around 50 kilometers per hour, and we don't do other stuff, you know, like when they have a big orchard, commercial, they can make fires or put little raindrops, but they have tools and stuff for that, and it wouldn't be worth it for just one tree. So we are letting nature take its course, and we have many other varieties of fruits. So this is just that it would be nice to have apricots at least sometimes. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So fingers crossed. We are still hopeful that some of the flowers survived. We will know for sure after some time, so we can tell you then. But for now, it looks like that's it. Don't forget to give us a like if you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time in our spring garden. So until then, bye!